Hi, it's me, Justy, the face of Irish wrestling, the goat of OTT, fish hooks, all that stuff. I have been asked to answer a few questions so that other people aren't so bored during this pandemic. Don't touch your face. Shit. Yeah, I was asked by, it specifically says here, Tommy Flynn and the OTT and Irish Wrestling Group, because he's a mark for himself and he wants to get himself over. So this is, Tommy Flynn's asked me all these stupid questions. Right, what made me be arrested? I wrote all this out in shorthand as well. So these questions might not be anything like what he wanted. Um, what made me be a wrestler? Oh, it's been that long, I can't remember. I was backyard wrestling at like 13, 14. So yeah, that was kind of, we went from there, like just a group of our friends in Kildare used to put on shows, and we drew like massive. I think we drew 120 people in for a couple of our backyard shows. People were bored here in Kildare and needed something to do. So we started backyarding, and then as a group we said we'd all become wrestlers. Um, and out of that, I think there's only a couple left. Wrestling full time, myself and full time, but wrestling now, and it's myself and Danny Butler, and the two of us are only really we only really wrestle domestically. So I don't know if that's a big turnout from our backyard days, but that's it. That's who. Stop touching your fucking face, and that's who. That's where I'm from and what I did. I dropped all the fucking questions. Hold on. Oh right. Who trained me? Fergal Levitt, who is Finn Balor now, and Paul Tracy, who is nobody now. Um, no, he's the Lord of the Manor, Paul Tracy. But in wrestling, I say you never stop learning. So whoever I've jumped in for seminars with and stuff like that, I've learned off of a lot of people throughout my career, and even just bending some ears on people. You kind of learn some stuff. Like most recently was probably Orange Cassidy. I got to bend his ear and ask him a shit ton of questions, and he was more than happy to answer them. Yeah, but like people like Johnny Moss, Dan the Beast Severn, Drew Onyx, and even now, like when I get to go to get down to the Fight Factory and stuff, I'm still learning from Phil Boyd, and lads like LJ Cleary, and Michael May and stuff. That like those lads, they're still teaching. So that's who's still coaching me now. Many moons into it. Right, question number three. What was your first match? What year? First match was myself and Danny Butler, who were Team Mega at the time, versus Sean Maxer Brennan, who was the classic one, Sean Brennan at the time, and Carl Shooter O'Rourke. And I think it was early 2004 that one was. Um, could have been late 2003. No, it was early. It had to have been early 2004 in Arklow, I want to believe, and we went about 40 45 minutes. Um, yeah, that was it was such a good match. The crowd was so hot. We had a blind tap out. There's loads. We done way too much. Hadn't a clue how to structure a match, but it was just so much fun. First championship, only championship. I'm a three-time Irish tag team champion. First time I won it was for NWA Ireland, and yeah, so only ever championship was a tag team championship with Danny in Team Mega. Um, yeah, the Irish tag team championship. Jobs outside of wrestling. How many jobs? When I was a young lad, I used to collect glasses in the Stand House Hotel in Kildare. Since has been demolished. Um, I worked collecting glasses and as a barman in the Vatican in Kildare. Since has changed names a million times, and yeah, when I the day after my leaving cert, I got a job. I'd done my exams. Like say we finished on a Wednesday, on the Thursday I started a job as a carpenter, and I've been in construction and doing carpentry ever since. Um, yeah, that's it. I do I do some other stuff every now and again. But yeah, it's mostly been construction and carpentry. Um, that's it. Outside interests. What outside interests have I got other than wrestling? Wrestling takes up a lot of my time. I really like comedy, stand-up comedy. I get to shows whenever I can, but I watch stand-up comedy shows religiously. I wish I had the balls to become a stand-up, but no, I it's easier to wrestle than it is to do stand-up comedy apparently. Um, but yeah, comedy mostly. Other than that, films, things like that. I don't really like not much. I'm not much of a computer game kind of a guy. Love a bit of Pokemon. Mostly what I do with my spare time, because we find it really hard to etch out time together because of the schedules, is just hanging out with my missus. Like, I know that's a real kind of an answer, but it's kind of it. Like, I'm a real person with real feelings. Um, Important matches. The first really important match I would say I had was the broken neck grudge match after I came back from breaking my neck, against Fergal. It was in 2004, somewhere in 2004. Um, yeah, it would have been somewhere to. Oh, then my first match was definitely 2003. Yeah, it would have been 2003. Sorry, early 2000. Yeah, early 2003 was my first match. And yeah, because I broke my neck in October 2003, uh, training, and we had the broken neck grudge match after that, myself versus Fergal, and we'd done a lot of silly stuff. Pile drivers everywhere on my neck that was 9 months previously broken. But that was the match that made me know that I could keep on going, that I could wrestle, and that I was still able for it. Like when I thought everyone was passing me by in those 9 months that I was out, and it was a real setback. It gave me the confidence and it boosted me up, to know that I can still go. And I think that match is on a DVD somewhere. So I think if you plague, I think LJ Cleary has it. So if you plague him, you could probably find it. Other matches recently, I suppose, Just Jitsu. Like Just Jitsu was like, I had the idea that if I went out and pissed everybody off, it would be brilliant. But it turns out people get pissed off and then go, yeah, but I didn't want to be pissed off. I want to be worked into pissed. I don't want to be really pissed off. I want you to work me, and I can pretend to be pissed off. So, Just Jitsu. Some people say it didn't work. It's been I sold T-shirts on Just Jitsu. Legitimately, Sean Ryan has got the footage for an entire Just Jitsu documentary, but he became massively busy, with all like the actual stuff that he does. So, yeah, but Just Jitsu was a fun one, and I suppose, Justy Libre against Puma King after that, because that was a real one where I was really nervous, that I wouldn't be able to do it. I wouldn't be able to go. Like I don't like being handed draws in a one-on-one match, because I know they're always disappointed when they get me. Like, because it's not going to be the David Starr match or whatever. Like, it's not going to be the top match. Like, even like sometimes I have to apologize to like some more than hype and the young up and comers when they get stuck in matches with me, because it's probably not going to be the classic that they're going to want, but yeah, I was happy with the way Justy Libre ended up, and it was I was fucking wrecked after it, but it was a lot of fun, loads of fun, and what people would say would be a little bit of a redemption for Just Jiu-Jitsu, but I like Just Jiu-Jitsu. I really do. Made me most money. Important matches. Favourite opponents. I'll have this one to rattle out. Like, of course, there's fucking, like, I could spend all day naming out people, and like most of the Irish guys I work with, like Sammy and Be Cool and like LJ more than hype lads like that. Like obviously love working them, but I always say my favorite opponents are the people who made life easy on me. And the three easiest matches I've ever had were Grado, Lionheart, and Charlie Sterling. Charlie Sterling is just he's above and beyond. He is so good. He made me look like $1,000,000 in the match we had. So yeah, like I really enjoy. Probably Charlie is probably up there. Obviously there's guys from years back. Like Danny Butler, who I mentioned as my tag partner. We had matches where like Danny's broken my nose more times than I can even remember. Like we just used to kill each other back when it was like back when I cared. Back when I liked bumping. Those matches were big ones. So like yeah, obviously the likes of Maxer and Phil Boyd, Morrow. Matt, like they're great opponents, but from like Sterling is probably the top guy. Other promotions other than OTT. This is a easy one. Just the Irish ones. I don't look for bookings outside of Ireland. One, because I probably won't get them, and is it getting dark here? I have no light in this room. Yeah, other like I don't really go for outside. I think I won't get them, or like other excuses. Same reason I don't do anything, because I'm too lazy, and it seems like a hassle, and I don't like rejection, so I don't look for, I don't look to get booked in too many places. So yeah, I just really I love Phoenix because they give me freedom down there, but also look to me to be someone of kind of a pillar. They ask me questions if they need advice and stuff like that, which I always love. So yeah, NLW, because there's a different NLW. I just love it. I just there's a thing that people don't realize when they come to NLW shows, and it's that all the rest of the wrestlers are closer than the audience is, because there's a little curtain right beside where we wrestle, and we're just popping the boys all night. We are just popping the lads. If I see someone down there that I think will get a joke, I'm gonna go for that joke. That's just the way that is. And obviously Fight Factory. Fight Factory is my home. It's where I got my start in wrestling. It's where they trust me to help other people in wrestling, and just really fun shows. I've got tenure in Fight Factory, so when I get kicked out of everywhere else and people throw me to the ditch, I can still show up at Fight Factory and I'll probably get thrown in a match. Right, where else? Other promotions. How has COVID-19 affected me? I'm just scared all the time. I'm angrier at people. I don't want them near me. I see someone spitting and I want to go over and just choke them out. I want to be the reason for their last breath. But then I don't want to touch them because they've got COVID-19. I'm still going to work. It's a kind of a confusing, a little bit of a scary time. But I work fairly isolated. I'm 4 floors up on a roof. It's just me and one guy. We travel together. We are the only 2 people that work in our vicinity. And there's all kinds of hand washing facilities there, and they've just installed hand sanitizer pumps as you enter and exit any of the rooms in the place. So yeah, I think I'm fairly safe. I'm on my own here. I'm isolated when I'm not in work. So yeah, I'm bored at the weekend. That's kind of it. It is getting. Should I try and move closer to this window because I've got no light here? Oh yeah, that's better, isn't it? You can see that there's no bulb in that light. So yeah, we'll call this the this is the home stretch. We're gonna go into these are kind of more personal questions to me. Get Justy booked. Yeah, get Justy booked thing. Where did that come out of? Oh, Joe stopped booking me. Like he just, there was no bookings there. So I like everything that starts like when we start up all these things like the like how Justy Jitsu got momentum, or um when I was taking the piss with the David Starr stuff. Like it happens out of a joke that I'll put online, most likely on Twitter, and um, people will catch onto it and they'll just run with it like, and that yeah. So you end up having a bit of crack. I like to change things up a little bit on my social media. That I have a gimmick every now and again, and it's like something that people can actually attach to. It's like I think like you need stuff like catchphrases or like a little gimmick that will keep people interested. But if you keep doing the same one over and over and over, then people will get bored. So I try and change it up as much as possible. So that's how Get Justy Booked started. It could be something completely different next month, but if I sell you some merch with Get Justy Booked on it, then I'm probably going to keep Get Justy Booked going a little longer, as I don't want to do the whole thing where I sell you a bunch of stuff and then I stop using that gimmick and I go on to the next one. I don't want to date things too much. Right. Favourite tag partner? Oh, there's been loads. Obviously, Danny Butler's the first one I should mention because I've been tag champions with him 3 times now. We've held those belts for 400 and odd, whatever it is. Yeah, he's my first. You never forget your first. Then you've got obviously the gymnasties. Sam and Sam and Baz. I just loved it. Like tagging with them was like you just get to hang out with a couple of your best mates for forever and have the crack. And then we really got into the comedy stuff with the gymnasties. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. Other people, I suppose. Phil Boyd. I've tagged with Phil a few times. When I was doing Just in Shape, I got him in for a mini tour of Ireland as Phil the Burn, and yeah, Just in Shape and Phil the Burn, and that was a lot of fun. That was so much fun. Also Katie Harvey as the world's most politically correct tag team. That was a lot of fun. I wish we got to do a little bit more with Katie, but yeah, Logan, fucking, I've got loads of people there that I can be like, yeah. Just one-off guys as well as like the likes of MJF. He was a lot of fun. Like just man, I have the worst memory, so I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's all that CTE that I'd be taking. Sorry, THC. That I'd be taking. Both actually. Right. Future Irish wrestling. Look, like future Irish wrestling stars. You can see. I'd have to spend all day putting everyone over. So like, let's just think that the likes of Scotty and More Than Hype and fucking like Michael May and Liam Royal, they don't need to be put over. They don't need a rub. They don't, because they're bigger stars than me. So why would I be rubbing them young lads? Why would I be rubbing any young lads? But I'll put over some of the younger people that might be down at the gym, like the guys that you mightn't see as much. But for me, the two fellas that I'd be rooting for more than anyone is the O3, Big Rab and Justin Daniels. Just like the lads are fucking, they're kids, and they've been better than me since they walked into to that to the Fight Factory, and they're brilliant. I also love the Mid Card Mafia, and I think they should be on more shows. Oh, here, do you know what I should have mentioned when it was other promotions? PW, bring back PW only for the crack. It's the only Nordy promotion that I really worked for, and it was just a lot of crack backstage. And I got to tag with Darren Carney, another one for the tag team partners. That was some of the most fun I've ever had. Working PW with Darren Carney as Innocent Darren, and I was Dickhead Justy, and it was so much crack. Bring me back to those days. Someone bring back PWU, will you? Or actually, just bring back any kind of wrestling, seeing as it doesn't exist anymore. Future. How long more do you hope? I hope I can wrestle till I. How long more do you hope to keep wrestling? I hope I wrestle until I turn to dust. But it's probably not happening. I'm feeling a little bit worse for wear when it comes to my neck these days. And that's always going to be a concern because like I don't want to spend the rest of my days in a wheelchair. Although I am lazy enough that I'd make that work. But you know, I like kicking things when I'm angry. You know, like oh fuck. So like that'd be gone if I was in a wheelchair. So I don't know. I honestly don't know. If I get out of this coronavirus and I'm still able to wrestle, then with my style that I use, I'll probably be able to keep on forever. But who wants to see that style keep on going forever? So I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. 3 years ago I promised 4 more years. So let's see if that comes into it. Favorite female Irish wrestler, Winky Face. People always do this as well. You say anything and it's like, well, your girl, because they know I'm in a relationship with Debbie Keitel, so it's like, well, your girlfriend. Like, I write anything on Twitter and people are like, what would your girlfriend think of that? I don't fucking know. I don't fucking care either. Like, she's her own woman. But yeah, she's my favourite because she's my girlfriend. And to be honest, I don't really like any of it. Like, Amy Alonzi's a little bitch, really, in real life. And the session mod, that's a hologram. Like, I don't know how anyone hasn't seen that. That's just a hologram. And it's that's a dude. Like, Joe Cabray pays, like, I think your man's name is Alan. He's like 40. And it's like, how have you not seen it? There's a little drone that projects a hologram down. Like, there's no one really that ugly and stupid. So, yeah, I don't really like any. I don't like women in general. Edit that. Anything to say to my fans? Well, I could probably name all 4 of you. Just thanks for all the support. I'm not in the sell yous. And I've so I don't know. Like, thanks for booing me when you had to and cheering me when you had to and just coming along for the ride and not running me out of town when Justy Jitsu happened. To the people who don't like me, thanks for coming as well. You know, like, Irish wrestling, it wouldn't be where it wouldn't be where it is now if it wasn't for you guys and us guys. Like, so we are this little ecosystem where we're all working together. So thanks a lot for spending your money on shows that I'm on. I know no one has spent money to see me, but spending money on shows that I'm on, I appreciate it. Whether you think I'm a nice fella or I'm a scumbag. Then yeah, I'm just happy. This is really. Is it dark? I look like a serial killer here. Anyway, this is it then. So yeah, my social media is all like just at Justy. Just look up Irish wrestling and Justy and you'll find me everywhere. I don't like at Justy_fishhook. There's a hyphen fishhook. I don't know. I don't even do fishhooks that much anymore. I've bought the Irish wrestling tees and buy some stuff there. Nothing belonging to me on it. Just go and support them. Listen to the podcasts on the Low Blows Network. Get the OTT on demand. Get the Low Blows on demand as well. You know, you don't have to spend all your money on us as well. Like, there's other people. Like, I wonder about other professions that are the same, artists and stuff like that. Like prostitutes. Like, they can't work now, coughing on all their johns. Like, and they don't have merch to sell. Right, if you want to do me something, visit your local prostitute and just throw a few bob in through the window. That's it. Fish, all that stuff. Enjoy your evening.